Walk into any electronic gadget shop like this Sharper Image store in Palo Alto, California, and you're going to find gadgets that talk,
Please speak more slowly.
gadgets that can listen, and gadgets that do both. This is the voice organizer. Now, if you're used to using something like a Sharp Wizard, you know you enter data using a keyboard or perhaps a pen. With the voice organizer, you enter data using your voice. Suppose I want to find a phone number, for example. I just say, Bill Gates. And there's his phone number. That's not really his phone number, by the way. From voice-activated organizers to talking translators, voice recognition and speech output are coming to handheld devices and desktop computers. Today, we're going to take a look at and to listen to talking computers on this edition of the Computer Chronicles.
Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by Hewlett-Packard, working with industry leaders to ensure compatibility across the board and across the network. HP PCs, you're looking at partnership in a whole new light.
Additional funding is provided by LaserJet printers from Hewlett-Packard. Everything from a new color solution to models designed specifically for small businesses. HP LaserJet printers. You do your job, we'll do ours. And the Software Publishers Association.
Welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stewart Cheifet. With me today is Robert Hayes, president of SciLogic, and they're developers of Voice User for Windows. Now, Robert, as I understand it, Voice User for Windows is actually a front end that sits on top of Microsoft Windows Sound System. And with this, I can navigate around Windows and actually run applications in Windows just by speaking to it?
That's right. Voice User comes with about 250 voice commands that gives you complete control of the Windows operating environment.
All right, give me an example of just doing some Windows navigation using voice.
Okay. Clock, Program Manager, File Manager.
So again, you can launch programs just by saying, here's what I want to do. You don't have to go figure out where the icon is.
That's right. You don't need to see the icon or anything.
How about working actually inside an application, like my scheduling program or something?
Okay, let me give you an example how you can set up an appointment. Program Manager, Schedule Plus, Set Appointment, All Afternoon, OK. And that appointment
there it is,
set
pretty
up.
cool.
Okay.
Okay, how about in word processing, which most of us spend a lot of time doing? How could I use voice input in word processing?
Okay, let me show you how you can use the right word processor very simply. Program Manager, let's create a letter in there. Card file, take a letter, write.
So you just pulled out the address from the card file, got into write.
And it builds your letter. Maximize. Now I can just highlight some text over here.
So you can actually do some formatting stuff?
Larger, larger, smaller, italic.
Okay, lastly, Robert, can you actually do voice annotation? I mean, record something to put inside a document?
Yes, that's one of the neat features of our product. You can annotate documents with voice commands.
All right, show me.
Program Manager, Quick Recorder, start recording. Hey Stewart, check the wording in this document, get back to me by Friday and I'll let the client know. Thanks. Switch to write, Quick Recorder, paste annotation, and that pops the annotation into the document.
Okay, thank you. Today we're going to look at voice input and voice output in a variety of PC applications, from word processing to games. Up until now, we've thought of voice as simply another way to move information in or out of a computer. But a new hardware-software package called Wildfire actually uses voice communications to create a virtual electronic assistant. We visited photographer-author Rick Smolin to see it in action.
These are the offices of Against All Odds, a production company across the bay from San Francisco, best known for a series of award-winning photography books and CDs. Rick Smolin, the traveling photographer who started the company with a series called A Day in the Life, just completed his latest endeavor called Passage to Vietnam. It's a collection of 200 photographs culled from over 200,000 taken by 70 photographers in the course of a week in Vietnam. It's a massive undertaking that puts him out of touch when he most needs to keep in touch. But Rick believes he has found a way to stay in contact with everyone through a digital assistant called Wildfire.
I will be
Where?
taking important calls.
Taking important calls where?
Work.
Work. For how many hours?
4.
4 hours. Got it.
Wildfire is a computer-based electronic secretary that communicates in natural voice commands over a standard telephone line.
What I've been looking for years is the tireless personal assistant who always knows where I am, even when my plans are changing all day long, who can figure out who I want to talk to and who's going to waste my time, and actually act as an intelligent filter. And this new voicemail system, Wildfire, which has a really intriguing voice, I think of it as her, but I know it's a robot. Basically, if I tell her where I will be during the day, whether I'm in the car phone, whether I'm going to be in Vietnam next week for 5 days or whatever, she will be able to route my calls to me.
The key to keeping in touch is that no matter where you are, the system can find you. Rick's telephone number is the same wherever he is, and he can choose to have your call sent forward or not.
You don't have to have any idea whether I'm in my car, at home, in Vietnam. I will get the messages exactly the same, and I can respond to you exactly the same. So it sort of removes the place out of messages, and it just focuses on the person, which is all that I really care about. I just want to talk to you. I don't care where you happen to be.
Rick says he has become dependent on his human-like telephone assistant, although he realizes the relationship can be disconcerting to outsiders.
One of the funniest things